morning, YouTube. Pewview Farms here, reporting for duty. It is Friday, December 28th. Mid-morning, just out here doing chores, getting finished up. I thought maybe this morning I'd give you a quick history on the Kubota m7040. It's a tractor we picked up about a year and a half ago. Got a really good deal on it, and came with a bunch of extra implements and stuff, and it was definitely worth buying. It was one of them deals where you almost couldn't pass up. So we ended up with this. Previous to this, we had a Belarus 822 that was also a four-wheel drive with a cab. That was a nice tractor. It was quite a workhorse. Very heavy tractor. Basically, we just strictly mowed hay with that, and that was about it. But so this is the replacement for the Belarus. You know, I see that there isn't many reviews on this particular tractor online, and you know, maybe this will help somebody out in the future of a purchase or something. The year, I believe, is a 2012. It had 228 hours when we bought it, and I believe now we're right around like mid 400, somewhere around there. Yes, four-wheel drive, 72 horse, front loader, quick attach, skid steer, change on the front. Very nice spacious cab. Three-point hitch. You got your 3 SCVs. Windshield washer. There's a lot of things I really like about this tractor, and there is just a couple few things that I think could be a little bit better, maybe changed. But I will let you guys know on that here in a minute. I really do like all the grease fittings that are here on your three-point hitch arms. Every movable part on here has a grease fitting, and I'm a huge grease fan. It's a cheap insurance policy. Like I said, tube of grease is not that much, and it does not take a long time to clean a Zerk out and put a few pumps in it and make stuff move and last longer. There's a quick view of the passenger side, very similar to the front, as we all know. What I like about this side here is you can actually squeeze in that door if you have to. So I mean, it's pretty handy. I know how some tractors are pretty cluttered up in there, and when you open the door, there ain't no way in hell you're going to be able to get in there. So worst case scenario, you can always squeeze in through there if you ever have to. Never know when the kids might want to lock the other door. It's happened. The loader is very strongly built. We have a couple baleage bales that always end up being a lot bigger towards the end of when they're baling, and I tell you what, they get quite heavy. And I just like the durability of it. It is a quick attach loader. I've never taken it off. Cab here. As you can see, I'm sure I'm dealing with pretty much what everybody else is dealing with. Rain and mud. I know yesterday I took a video and this was all white. Well, this is what happened. Overnight it went up 20 degrees. I bet right now it's probably 45 degrees. It's supposed to be pushing 50 today, but it's supposed to rain up to 2 inches, I believe. It's just never ending. If it ain't snowing, it's raining, and it's not freezing. It is so muddy underneath everything, it's sickening. And my wife is not real happy about it because I, as well as the dogs and the kids, always seem to be tracking it in. close the cap up, get out of the wind. Alright, let's see what we got on here for hours. Yep, 447 hours. No, this is a really, really nice tractor. We got quite spoiled when we got this. So the quick rod deal was basically I worked with a friend that lived next to this guy that was feeling ill. He purchased this brand new in 2012 from a dealer, and he bought 7 3-point hitch attachments to go with it. There was a 7-foot Kubota snowblower for the rear. There was that 7-foot bush hog rototiller that you guys saw. There was the 7-foot Land Pride brush hog. There was the wood chipper that came with it. The Land Pride 7-foot York rake. Post auger. And there's something else. We have so many 3-point hitch attachments laying around. It's hard to keep track of what came from where and when we got it and stuff like that. But they're all pretty handy, especially being a small hobby farm. A lot of that stuff comes in good use every now and then. This is not one of them, how do you want to put, hydraulic shuttles or hydraulic shift or whatever. You do have to press in the clutch to go forward and reverse, but it's still a far cry from, you know, where we were at. I mean, this makes loader work so much more handier. I will say the one thing I don't like is, if you can look down there, there's my brake, and that's my parking brake handle. I really don't like where that is located at. It's kind of a pain to reach down underneath that console and lift that lever up to lock the brakes. So a lot of times, basically what I'll do is I just leave it in gear, and I'm usually never really parked on a hill anywhere, so I don't have much to worry about. Over here on your console side, where you got all your remotes and controls and stuff, it's your joystick for your loader. Very ergonomically friendly. I actually like how your hand can kind of be planted on there like that. It makes it really easy to operate. This did not come with the auxiliary hydraulics for the front of the loader. Yes, I would like that, because my next goal someday would be to purchase a clamp bucket for the skid steer, because we do have high flow hydraulics on that, and I'm not really decided what I would like to go. I know you got your flat buckets with your thumbs. I've seen other people that have used rock buckets with a thumb, and basically my main goal is to get something a little more easier to get into the hard pack when we're cleaning manure out of the barnyard and the barn, because as we all know, just a regular bucket, you just keep rolling it and rolling it and rolling it until you get somewhere hard to push against. And a clam bucket would be really nice. Well, let me rephrase that. Not a clam bucket, but a bucket with a thumb on it. Clam buckets are totally different. It's your gear shifter for your high and low range. And each range has 4 gears. And it's amazing the difference when you're going from 7th to 8th. It's just so much more speed and power. 7th is like a go through the field fast to run back to the house because I got to use the bathroom or something. 8, that's definitely way too fast. You probably would have already taken care of it before you got to the house. But yes, it's just amazing the difference in that. I do really like where the controls are for the SCVs. You can just reach right over here on the hand rest and, you know, just operate those. I mean, those are very, very handy. The one thing I will say that you got to watch with your 3-point hitch, This lever for the up and down, because I believe this here is your draft control. You got to watch, because as you're bopping down the road, that thing will kind of vibrate and it slides down, and before you know it, if you got something on the back, all of a sudden you hear all kinds of noise. You look back and you're throwing sparks and you're digging the blacktop up or something crazy like that. Here's an issue that needs to be fixed. This is our Pto Engagement, and this does not sometimes lock in properly. Like right there's the lock position for the off, but it'll still show on the dummy screen up front, and I'll have a light showing that the PTO is still on. I believe there's some kind of sensor in there that just needs to be adjusted. Here's your controls for your lights. This thing does come factory with some really nice floodlights on the front and back that make it nice when you're out there trying to get the hay done. Wipers, the factory Kubota wipers, were on this when we purchased it. Let me tell you, they're junk. Go to Napa or AutoZone or something and purchase a good set of wipers, because it made a world of difference. Up here are your heat controls. This cab heats up very, very well. Like I say, I usually, if I know I'm going to be operating the tractor, you know, I'll come out here and start it up and let it run for about 15 minutes or so before we get in it. Let the hydraulics warm up, and try to let the cab warm up a little bit for, especially in the wintertime. And that's where the radio's supposed to go. I was looking up online the other day, and I see Messick's has got a Kubota kit, because it has a funky adapter wiring plug for the radio. And Messick's actually made a kit with, you know, a halfway decent radio. I guess it's not too cheap, but it's the full kit with the adapter already wired into the radio. So all it would be is a plug and play, and I'm seriously thinking about maybe purchasing that. I like my tunes. Makes the time go by, and always puts me in a better mood, especially when a song that you like comes on. Just trying to think anything else. The one thing I will say about the cab, I don't know if it's just too airtight or what it is, but once you get the heat going on in here, and as you can see, it's foggy right now. And once the heat comes on in the cab, and you know, it gets warm in here and stuff like that, it does fog up. A lot of times I have to end up cracking these corner windows to let a little bit of air in. Let's see what else we got here. Cigarette lighter, we don't use. If anybody can tell me what exactly that is, you know, I may be a dummy, but I always wondered. I haven't messed with it. I imagine it has something to do with a 3-point hitch, I'm sure. Well, I got my cane. And that's not my walking stick either. I ain't that old yet. Let's see what else we got over here. I don't think there's much of anything. Coffee cup holder. Definitely got to have that. But no, all in all, this is a very comfortable cab inside. You know, I can stay out there in the summertime and be in this tractor for 8 to 12 hours, no problem, easy. And still feel pretty good about myself. My body feels good. On to a lot of the things I do really like about this tractor. The cab. Probably cab is definitely number one. For a smaller tractor, I feel that this cab is very spacious, very comfortable, and like I said, it is airtight. It does a wonderful job keeping you warm, and the AC keeps you very cool in the summertime. I like the loader on it. I like it a lot. It goes up really, really high. We had a dump truck come here and get a load of manure. I believe it was a tandem, and this thing had no problem loading it. At first, I thought maybe I had to build a ramp to get them loaded, but no, this didn't have any problem at all. I'm gonna find out. I've heard some stuff about changing the fluids and the filters in this. I purchased full kit last year with all the filters and everything, and that's a spring project here. All the filters and fluids are going to get changed in this, and I kind of heard changing some of the filters, especially the hydraulic filters, are really kind of a pain where they're located. I've climbed underneath there once or twice to give her a good cleaning, and I kind of can see where some people are talking about. It looks like you got to have some nice small hands to reach up in there and turn the filter wrench. But really, honestly, the only thing I really don't like about this, and I don't know if it's my problem on my end or if it's just the way Kubota built it, is the 3-point hitch control for the up and down. I don't like how that vibrates. Like I said, a lot of times you forget to look behind you when you're going down the road, and it's kind of a pain when you're dragging something. Oh wow, 16 minutes and 40 seconds. Sorry, this video's gone on long enough. I hope this helps anybody that's ever interested in looking at the Kubotas. Like I say, you'll be seeing many more videos of me in this tractor doing work this summer, because like I say, we use it a lot, and hopefully if we get a good freeze, we'll be spreading manure, at least on across the street on the pastures. I'm not too terribly afraid to put a couple ruts in there. I really don't want to go out into the hay fields and rut any of that up. So you will be seeing videos of this tractor in use, and if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Hopefully I can help you out. You know, like I said, this is a very, very decent tractor, and it was a good selection for the farm. So with that being said, if you like this video, like it. Drop me a comment if you have any questions, or if you want to put your input on something, because I'm always up for learning from anybody. And share the video, and subscribe if you like my channel. I will be posting videos from time to time. I know right now I've been posting videos regularly almost every day. I'm sure that'll probably drop off in a time, but right now I'm enjoying doing it every day. Give you guys just a really quick video. Well, not quick, almost up to 20 minutes. I don't even know if that's legal on Facebook. So I look forward to talking to you guys here really soon.